If you don't want to become like the 90% of people that fail their New Year's resolutions, then please stick and keep watching this video, because I'm going to show you exactly, firstly, why people fail, and secondly, how to not fail your goals and how to actually achieve them in 2025. Why am I so confident that by the end of the video that you're going to know exactly why? Is because I'm going to give you this exact template that I've been using for the past last year and this year to reach my goals. And I promise you, if you actually use it, then undoubtedly you're going to reach your goals. The biggest question I need to first answer, and even for myself, is why do people fail? Okay. There is so many reasons why people can fail that I simply can't give you all of them, but here are just some of them. The very first thing is overestimating your goals. A lot of people take ambitious goals, which is actually a good thing. But the issue is that when we get to the 31st of January and we haven't reached it yet, we think to ourselves, it's just too big. We procrastinate and then we simply fail because we don't want to continue. Because why would we continue if we haven't gotten any positive reinforcements, which is simply any signs of success, right? The second thing that I would say relating to that is we don't get taught how to write goals properly, which is what I'm going to show you how to do. More importantly, how to make them stick. So the issue I have with how people set goals is very simple. It's like trying to build, go to Mars. You're going to say, I want to go to Mars by the end of 2025, but you have no rocket to get there. And unfortunately, people don't know, one, how to build a rocket, and two, learn how to make that rocket, right? And that rocket is really, for us, is the processes of how to do things. And as soon as we realize that we don't know how to do it, we tend to fail, fall back, and give up entirely. A really easy example is when we're going to let's just say it's gym, right? This is my representation of gym. And let's say that we are looking to lose weight, right? There's so many questions we need to answer. What exercises do I need to do? What should my diet be consistent of? How do I track my progress? How do I know that I'm doing the correct form? What sheets do I use to track my calories, or what apps? And this is something that won't happen in a month, maybe not even in a year, maybe not even in 2 years or 3 years. This is something that is constantly progressing, right? And we want to just get to these goals as fast as possible, which is great, but it's a little ambitious. And I just think that if you look in the horizon of maybe, let's say, realistically 10 years or even 5 years, do you think that you would be able to reach your dream body in 5 years? Yes. Is it possible to change a lot in 30 days? Yes. But if you're looking to that big goal where you want to look like this athletic person that you've probably been shown on social media, that's something that's taken them years of dedication. But no one wants to tell you that, because that's how they sell it to you. So the biggest thing in psychologically that I've learned for myself is really just this. Is the way we write it is kind of like lose 10 kilos or pounds, wherever you're from, right? Lose 10 kilos. There's a huge issue, and we're just setting the goal, but there's no means, there's no way to set that. So what does this actually mean for us? Well, does that mean we should be eating less? How about maybe more exercise? Or maybe that means we should be maybe walking more to our destination. So the thing is that this doesn't really tell you much about how to do it, and that's why we struggle so much. More importantly is how it's written, okay? When we say, lose 10 kilograms, okay? I would write it like this. You might say, I love going to the gym, okay? Or it might be something like this. My favorite place to go is the gym every day. And if you see a shift, we've gone from lose 10 kilograms to my favorite place is to go to the gym every day. Now, what this does is we're changing the language that we're using to associate it with ourselves. So instead of saying, I want to lose 10 kilos, if you say, I love to go to the gym is my favorite place to go, and you say that to yourself, that internal belief is going to make it so that you are doing these actions, okay? The biggest thing is the actions we take every day. And the habits that actually stick to us is so important, okay? So honestly, in order to achieve a goal is action-based. We can be learning how to, ride a bike, okay? Right? And you can read all day how to ride a bike. If you haven't learned how to ride a bike, you don't really usually read a book about it. Yes, it is a simple thing. It's not theoretical. It's not as complex. But the point is that you're never going to really know until you steer and pedal the bike, or even driving a car for that matter. You're just going to get on the bike, someone's going to be holding you from the back, and you're just going to be pushing, and you're going to fall, and then you're going to get up, right? And that's the only true way to actually learn and actually achieve your goals. So to answer the question of why, it's simply this. The way we set goals is incorrect because we need to focus on the actions in order to get the outcome that we want. So I would say that actions equal the outcome. So that's simply why, is because our actions is all that really matters in the real world. I want to give you a story, and that was that when I was building my business last year, my online business, I was creating websites, doing email campaigns, setting them up, doing logos, stuff like that. This is something that's 20% of what's going to move the needle. It is not going to move the needle at all. The only thing that matters at the end of the day, that you could say at the end of the day, is that you've talked to customers as a business, or that you've actually generated revenue, which the only way to do that is by talking with customers and getting attention from customers. Now I'm going to show you how you can actually achieve them. So in essence, your actions will equal your outcome. And there's this little word that I like to use called affirmations. If you haven't ever heard of the word affirmations, basically it's like when you have to read something, a piece of paper, and it relates to the outcome that you want. So for example, you say, I want, my favorite place is to go to the gym every single day. I will call 100 people per day. I will DM 20 prospects a day. And the difference is that we've flipped the switch, and now we've created the means and how we're going to get to this place. Right? Like we're talking about the instance, if we want to get to Mars, okay? How do we get to Mars? You're going to say, I'm going to spend a minimum of 2 hours a day learning how to build a rocket, okay? It's very watered down, but the point is that affirmations will help you get through this 31st, right? To get to the 31st, you know that you are achieving success because you've done your 20 cold calls in one day, you've talked to 2 customers today, and you've posted 2 social media posts, right? So, 1 social media post, 20, conversations, right? Excuse my writing, but you get it. 20 conversations and 50, DMs on Instagram to outreach to personal people that you know. So in order to actually make it, let's just start with an example goal. Make $10,000 per month. Now 2, what actions are required? We know that outreach, for example, in business is one of them. Then you're going to reverse that goal and say, what actions won't get me to this goal? And then we're going to say, spending too much time on your website, not going out and talking to customers or users, not DMing people. And then you're going to reverse that. You're going to DM people, you're always going to talk to customers. And then once you reverse that goal, start every sentence with I am blank. I am this. So this is what mine looks like at the moment. And if you see, I'll clip it. This is what mine looks like, okay? So for example, I struggled a lot with doing outreach and talking with customers because, I'm always a little nervous about when I'm talking to customers. And when you're getting objections from people you don't know, you need to be able to handle that. So I've got, sales is easy for me. I wake up early every morning ready to start my day. I always use social media only to promote my product effectively. There isn't a single day I skip outreach. I never spend too much time on one task. So you can see here, it's just a list of reverse engineering what not to do, changing that to what you need to do, putting on a piece of paper. And instead of writing down your goals, you need to write down your affirmations for this piece of paper. Hopefully that helped you. And if you want me to actually share you a document on how to make this list, and if you need more help, then definitely comment that below and I can definitely help. If you'd like to get in a call, and then I could definitely help you with making your affirmations. Because what's really weird about this is that when you start to use this properly and you use it every day, every night, every morning, you have to read this for it to work. You're actually going to see your behaviors change. So once you've gotten your beliefs ready, your actions change, the results change, and then you get a feedback. And there's this massive feedback loop of, the action, the result, and then like feedback. And then you're like, oh, I made a sale today. Maybe I actually am good at sales. And then it's crazy how it will just keep on rolling back, coming to you like this, and it'll keep coming in a circle like that. So please, thank you for watching this video. Don't worry, if you do the actions and if you read these affirmations every night, this is going to show you the how on how you're going to reach your goal. I've repeated myself multiple times for a reason. It is to make sure that you are doing the actions and not just looking at the main attraction. So maybe tame down your goals and think what is actually achievable in a year that I know I'm confident in doing. Then what are the actions that's going to make me do them? And then you're going to read affirmations so that you're going to do those actions every single day. So please, thank you for watching this video. Subscribe if you would love to see more of these videos, and if this content actually has made an impact in your day. Please comment if you do want this sheet so that you can print it out, have it next to your bedside table, and you can read it. Thank you.